We are living in extraordinary times, a time of transition known as the fourth turning. As the chaos rises, so do the archetypal figures inside of all of us that will shape our futures and determine our destiny. Which archetype are you? And how does the path of the Lightworker fit into this era? In this video, we're going to explore your archetype and the reason why many of you now just cannot bear a 9-to-5 job anymore. There's a reason for it. Stay tuned. So the theory of the fourth turning comes from historians William Strauss and Neil Howe. Their theory is that history runs in cycles lasting about 80 to 100 years that consist of 4 turnings. So we have the high, the awakening, the unraveling, and then the fourth turning, which is a time of chaos and rebirth, such as the current society we're experiencing today. At this point in the video, I was going to talk about heroes of old who rose to triumph during times of disorganization and chaos, but I kind of realized that, you know what, things are a bit different now, okay? Rosa Parks is not going to come and speak up for you and stand up for your rights, okay? Joan of Arc's not coming charging down your street ready to rescue you. A lot of what we're seeing today, the heroes that are rising during this time are thought leaders, people whose ideas and inspiration are changing the lives of people around the world. The information that we're able to find online to create jobs, to expand our realities. You know, I live here in this beautiful place, in this beautiful country here in Mexico, which has completely changed and revolutionized my life. I never would have made it here without seeing other content creators showing me the potential. Same thing with the fact that I'm speaking to you on camera and the way that I make money online. None of this wouldn't have been possible without these thought leaders, these content creators, you know, rising to the fore, sharing their information and changing my life, which has in turn affected the lives of so many of you around the world. And the great thing about this is, you know, I'm not some special person that God designated to do this. You know, I used to work at the mall, okay? I used to live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Go ahead and Google it. It's a very boring and normal place, okay? And that's still kind of my style. I like boring and normal. But my point is that think about the people who got you through these past couple of years, the difficult things, right? It's going to be our friends, your family. But when you're looking for those heroes, the people who are really inspiring you to keep going, the people who are sharing information online and through books and through speaking. And that's something that anyone can learn. I'm going to talk about the 4 archetypes that have been discovered to rise during this particular time. You may find that these are archetypes that are coming up for you in your own life. And if you can figure out which archetype you fit into, you can kind of lean into it. You can find your destiny and you can have a bit more sense of purpose and focus during this time, because there's so many distractions, right? Constant messages that if you're not focused on your particular mission, it's easy to fall into the despair and chaos of these times. And we don't want that happening. So the first archetype is the hero. Okay, this is the person who is brave. They're inspired to take massive action. They lead in their communities and their families, and they push for societal change. Many of you may also find that you're being called to be the hero of your own life right now, pushing for big changes, taking big actions, and having to do things that scare you, right? Most people don't realize that the definition of bravery includes the feeling of fear. But it just doesn't end there. We feel the fear and we still take action time and time and time again. That's how bravery is built. And this is the time where heroes will be born and made. There are some people who will feel the calling and back down, and there are others who will step up to the challenge. Next rise the artists. These are the ones who are set to create meaning out of chaos. The artists are reimagining culture. They're weaving beauty out of the rubble of the breaking apart of society. They're making beauty out of the breaking apart of whatever is happening in their lives, in their spirits. whatever they're noticing, you know, they're drawing our attention to appreciate things from day to day. They're calling us to dream a more beautiful dream for the future. These are the things that can help keep our spirits strong during these times and inspire us to more. The prophet archetype are the ones who are the old souls. They see impending danger and they're speaking with wisdom and foresight. They are guiding people. Their task is to guide others while still maintaining their own sanity, because many of them will be attacked during this time. But eventually they will be venerated. And those of us who are on a path, an inner journey to see the reality of the world that we're in, we appreciate these people so much. We hold on to them, and actually many of them will rise to prominence during this time when people are really seeking guidance. And next we have the resourceful survivor, the nomad. This is someone who is a survivor who goes off grid or who does something unexpected. Someone who breaks free from societal norms and finds freedom through adaptability. The nomad inspires action and change in others and also reminds us of the importance of autonomy and independence. So here are 3 questions to help you determine which archetype you are. Question 1. When faced with crisis, do you act boldly, create beauty, speak truth, or find ways to adapt and survive? Question 2. What is your approach to leadership? Do you prefer direct action, storytelling, warning others, or becoming self-sufficient? And question 3, in times of societal breakdown, are you most driven by duty, creativity, vision, or independence? So light workers are uniquely positioned during the 4th turning. Their soul's purpose is to raise the collective vibration, not to be confined by rigid systems and follow old, outdated norms. Lightworkers are here to break the molds, to discover new things, to inspire people. And they should be leaning into careers that allow them spiritual expression, healing, growth, the ability to help and inspire others. The 9-to-5 corporate structure that we've been seeing and working through is going to keep applying more and more and more and more pressure on them in late stage capitalism until these people break and they have to face their fear of getting out of this structure they were put into, right? So many of them are getting the heat of the flame that causes some seeds to finally burst open and share their beautiful vision with the world. One of the best ways to do that, as you guys know, is social media, YouTube, writing. This has been, you know, the real gift of my life, but it hasn't been easy. You know, I've taken so many different paths to get to where I am today. Look at ways to break out of that system. Now is your time. You're being called. And think really what you came to this life to do. What are you so afraid of? So here's some actionable tips for you. The first is to embrace your archetype. Once you've identified which you are, lean into its strengths, okay? So heroes should seek leadership roles. I know some people like this in my life. Artists, you need to use your creativity to influence others. Prophets, share your visions, do your writing, make some content, reach out to people. And nomads should cultivate independence. Next, you want to build your tribe, okay? Connect with others who resonate with your archetype. And light workers, you're going to thrive in communities of like-minded individuals. Let your light influence people who are looking out on you. Don't go out into these environments and try to change things from the bottom up. And next, create your path beyond the 9-to-5, okay? Whether that's freelancing, becoming a digital nomad, creating content, starting a business. Find work that aligns with your soul's purpose and pays well. So which archetype are you? Please go ahead and share in the comments below, as well as your experience of breaking free from the 9-to-5 grind. And if you're ready to embrace your archetype and step into your unique role, fulfilling your destiny during the times that we're currently in, go ahead, hit subscribe, and join me on this journey. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.